Yo guys, how are you doing? How is everything? How is December taking you? Is Decembering? Or we talk about it some other time. Yes, I know things are tough. Things are hard, but that is why we are here. That is why this show, Hustle and Bustle, is here on U24. You know, for us to give you those business ideas that you can do so that you get some money, you know. So today we are going to be talking about the car selling business in Uganda, what the car sellers go through, you know. You may think that having a car, well, you know, selling cars is something just a mediocre, say, but it is a very good and profitable business to venture into. So that is what we are talking about. Remember, I be here every Tuesday, 9 p.m. here, Waneno, U24 TV. I am Stephen Narase. Let's dive into the interaction. Hi.
Hi, hello, how are you doing?
I'm doing good, and you?
I'm great. It's a good day.
It's a good day. And how is December taking you so far?
December started well because it started on a Friday, so vibes were high.
Weekendy! So meaning you're the people who be waiting for Thursday evening to reach.
Exactly.
and going to the weekend mood.
Weekend. The Uganda weekend mood is the best thing you will hope for.
By the way, and I don't know why Ugandans cry of poverty, but when it comes to partying, shows, concerts, the money is available.
100%. That's very true. That's very, very true.
Okay, so who do we have today?
My name is Africain, but my given names that's my business name. My given names are Grace Wilson Akoyo.
Grace Wilson Akoyo. So meaning you have two Christian names?
Yes,
Grace
actually. Yes.
Wow, that is good. So today, as I've said in the intro, we are talking about the car business. People that, you know, sell the Range Rovers, the Mercedes, the Lamborghini, the whatever, the etc. But then, I know, this life is all about hustling. Before coming into the car business, you did some other hustles there. So what were you doing before the car business?
I think what I can say is I've been a very, very interested person in business from when I was very young. So I started out, the first business I ever did, I was maybe 13, 14.
Wow. Why were you seeing it from your parents, your relatives or guardians?
No, I think I had this need. My mom is a businesswoman. She deals in land on the side, but she works also in Makerere. And she's been someone who's like into creating money and creating opportunities for other people as well. Wow. So I started out. My first ever business was selling clothes from downtown.
As a 13-year-old?
Yes.
Downtown here, Owino?
Yes.
No, wow. So Owino, 13 years old boy. How did you maneuver being a young boy in such a very chaotic area?
Now, for me, I wasn't in Owino exactly. I used to go to Owino at about 4 a.m., sorry. My mom used to drive me, okay, and my friend. We go down for 13, 14 around there, and we go down and buy like girl clothes, maybe 1,000, sell it 10, sell it 8,000, make like a lot of profit just from one thing.
That is called Ndibota. You go like at 4 a.m., buy the Ndibota like stock. Yes, in sacks. Yeah. Then you go maybe to your Jobera and you sell it there.
Exactly. That's what we used to do. So then we moved from that. In 2 years, I was 16. We then made a small shop.
You and your friend?
Yeah, me and my friend. Yeah. Then on the side, I started I saw that there are guys walking around with eggs. So okay. I got a kid who was walking around. He had no job. I said, you can do this, you know.
At 16?
Yes. So he started walking around with boiled eggs. You know, as business people.
In town, traffic jam.
Exactly. Yeah. Then I also went into Rolexes as well, still in one day gear.
Rolex as in the Itse, not the watch.
No, not the watch. I don't think I'm yet at the watches even now. But but no, the eats, yes. Yeah. So I was very much into diversifying. I always believed that business should be split, mostly in Uganda. Yeah. Even today. Actually, I don't think anyone who's watching can vouch for me. I don't think that as a business person, you can only have one business and survive in Uganda. You must be able to diversify. The business will crumble if you're doing everything, paying school fees, eating out of it, rent, you know, then So yeah, so that was the quick story. Went into other businesses, then we eventually went our separate ways. In good, he wanted to do something different, so we split the money. We had a business of clothes and movies actually. We were
At 16 still?
17 now. I was about 17. We bought what they call duplicator machines. They're big and they have many compartments. You put in one movie and it brings out the same movie 8 times. There was a guy called Edisoft by that time. Do you remember Edisoft? I don't know if you know. He's the guy who started selling movies, because we came from renting movies. You go to a video library, we rent a movie for 2,000. Then Edisoft brought this software that you can now buy movies at 2,000. Then now for us, we started selling movies at 1.5 that time. So we bought the money we had gotten from selling clothes and everything. We invested in 3 duplicator machines. So before you knew it, someone who started with 400,000, we went into 5 million. Then we went into a business of about 15, 18 million.
Initially, when you were 13 with your friend, who gave you this capital?
My mom gave me 100,000, and I had saved up from money she used to give me, like to go and buy break at school and stuff. Okay. I saved up until 300,000. Yes, slowly. So I said, "Mommy, I have this." She said, "You know what? I want to bless your business, so I'm adding 100,000." Yeah. So my friend by that time didn't have any money, but he had the brain. He's the one who told me. He's the one who said, "Let's go downtown. There's something called Ndibot." I'm like, "What is this?" So we go there. We are fighting with women who are pregnant, pulling things, But we're like, okay, you know what? Let's just give them their space, and we start looking for the good things that we like, the good clothes and stuff. That's how we went up and started selling them. We had no shop. We just went from people to people, our sisters. Yeah. So we didn't need to do that, but we really had a dream of making our own money, reaching campus, and we have our own money. That was our dream.
You talked about you having the money, the capital, and your friend having the brains.
Yes.
So in business, they say someone can contribute to you, maybe not financially, but maybe through knowledge or the brains. And it is better in business you team up with a person that has the brains or the idea about that business. But here in Uganda, people want to be the sole owners of businesses. They have they be the full shareholders of businesses. What can you talk about? What can you tell people about?
I think what people can adopt is the idea that your business is not yours. You're not the one making it successful. It's the people in the business, right? People working for you and with you. The people that I work with and for can vouch for me. I've been someone who cares so much about them, because in Uganda we have this thing where, can I speak some Luganda? Omuntu tayagala okulakulane, right? Someone thinks that if Stabbe here is working for me, nafuna sente, she's not going to work for me anymore, right?
True. By the way, it's very true. Like they are scared of you going or you starting your own.
Because in their mind, they're like, if they lose you, so that what their mind is telling them is that don't make them get too much money so they stay there. Yet what I think is, if I invest in you, right, is the more love you're going to have for the business. If I make sure you're well taken care of, you're getting good money, you're getting good pay, you have a good place where you live, I'm advising you, that's how I think. So for me, I invest in the people that work for me and with me. Because I'll give you an example. This guy is now living abroad, but
your friend.
Yeah, but at that point in time, when we were splitting up, and we had about maybe a business of 23 million, we split it half.
And by then you were at campus, senior 6 A level.
We were in campus. We were in first year. Yeah.
How did you maintain that work and friendly connection from 13 years old straight to campus?
I think we had been friends a long time, and also we started at an early age to know whose role in the business relationship. For instance, if we start and say, I am the brains behind pushing, because I'm very good at marketing, and he was very good at ideas and drawing the idea and where we're going to. Yeah, exactly. So for me, I'm more about like, let me push the business. So he focused on his lane, I focused on mine. He was very good.
Getting different ideas and everything. Wow. But then you see, in Uganda, maybe in even Africa and the world over, when there is money, there is too much splitting. But then I'm happy that you guys kept it together, for like 10 something years.
Yeah, no, maybe 7 years, I think. So when we went our separate ways, he wanted to do a different business, I think, in town, and I didn't want to go into town. That's for me when I went into cars. How I joined cars was a bit different. I joined cars because of my love for driving a different car all the other time. When a car gets spoiled, I'll be like, I don't want to drive this car. Then I go back to the guys that sold it to me, like, can I top up some money and get a different car? And then eventually someone told me, you know what, you're good at talking, you're good at marketing. Why don't you make this a business? I'm like, I don't want to enter car businesses.
First year campus.
Yes. Yes. So the first car I owned was a Carib. I don't know if you know a Carib. It's like a car that's a bit long. Then I went into a Chikumi. Then I went into a Kosa. Then I went into a Chibina. Then I went upgrading from that. Wow. So then by the time I was in third year, I owned 3 cars at that time.
You were owning, but you weren't selling.
No, I was selling. I started to sell from the first and second car. Then guys told me, you can buy a car. Because my problem was, why I didn't want to enter the business, I thought that you had to put the car there and go away. Yet I wanted to what?
And drive, be cruising around.
Yeah, with my friends, what? So then they told me, no, you don't have to park the car here. You can be driving your car to campus, doing everything. Yes, and for us here, we'll call you when we have a what? A buyer. And that's what they would do. I would be driving, I'm in campus, I was in Makerere University. And they call me, they're like, hey, we have a buyer here, in a million in here. Then I drive to them, right? They check the car, they buy the car, And
even they say that egali ekozeko yetambula mango. Proof that, it works very well. So let me take you back to school, like your whole process of working from 13 to campus. Yeah. How did you stay disciplined with money? Because money misleads. You go into girls, you even feel like, why am I studying? I'm having my money, then why am I studying? So how did you stay disciplined in school, to stay in school, to be obedient to your parents, yet you had your own money? How did you stay disciplined?
I think for me, it's more of how I was raised by my parents. I credit my mother and father. Wow. They did a very good job in raising us and making us understand that money is just money. In the end, if you have it, if you don't, it's no difference. Money it just helps you to get what you need. Wow. So for me, chasing money was not because I need money. Some Ugandans are chasing money with the notion of, I just want money. You find a girl who's like, Zesola kuba mwavu. Me, I can go. I can go with any guy but that's not how it should be. It should be that money, for me, I want it, of course. Family yange bulungi. However, I also want to change people's lives as well. Whoever's life I can transform in any way. Yeah, so I think that it's the way I was brought up and the notion that money gave me in my mind that made me be the man that I am today.
So guys, let me hope that you're learning something. Before going into the car business, he was, he used to sell clothes, the Rolex, as in the edible things, Rolex, chocolate, then the movie libraries, and it was all about juggling this and this to reach the conclusion of something that you want, that you're going to do finally as your whole career, or concentration of the source of income. But then at the back of your mind, have it that it is good to have multiple sources. You get my point. So after your friends encouraging you to join the car selling, did you take it upon yourself to make some research about the car business, or you were like, you know what, kangende, let me just dive into it tunalabire?
With the car business, I think also because I loved cars from a tender age, it was easy to just get into the business. Also, I had a protege. I had someone teaching me, like a mentor, right? He's still alive today and doing well still in town there. Shout out to Mr. Pole. Yeah, his son brought me into cars and taught me how a motor kind of budget made this engine is bad, this and this, like how to buy an old car. He taught me all this, how to train myself to be a guy who knows what he's doing when he's around cars. So that's how I got into the car business. Yeah.
So let us go in for just a short break. This is very interesting. Tusoke did, the first hustles he did, and now finally we are into the car business. You can do everything on earth to get that car money. Are you getting my point? So just a short break and then we come back. Welcome back from that break, guys. You're still watching Hustle and Bustle, the show for hustlers. And today we have a typical in capital letters, a typical hustler. We do have Grace Wilson, African. So, do you sell used or new cars?
We sell at Caps Motors. That's my company, Caps Motors. We sell both new and used cars. We import cars both for our own selling and also for clients on request, on order. And also we buy and sell used cars in Uganda. Yes.
So meaning if I do have a car, you can buy it from me and then sell it?
Definitely. If you have any kind of car, you come, we value it with our valuers. We get to see what it is, how much it costs. We advise you as well. We give free consultancy. We're one of the companies in Uganda here who give. What I mean is you don't have to come and pay us or anything. You can call us for a specific time, ask any questions you want. Yes, come and see us, see our mechanics, see where we work, all these things, yeah.
So in Uganda here, I'm seeing so many cars on the road. By the way, it is very good. We have so many private cars on the road. So what car is trending? Like what car is on high demand currently in Uganda?
That's it's a broad question because it's different cars that are on demand in different classes.
Okay, different classes.
You can find that the Wish has been on demand for a long time. That's on the, I would say, yeah, the youths, the low, the middle income class, mostly people who are going to do Uber, who are going to do taxi, who are going to take it to the far places of Kampala and do that kind of work, right? Then you find cars like the new Harrier for the higher end, They have some money, 100 million, and they're buying this new. You've seen the new Harriers on the road as well, a lot, right? Yeah. And then you have the likes of these other smaller cars. For this girl, she works in a bank, she works where she's just starting out her life. Sienta, Ractis, I don't know, Paso, these sort of cars, yeah. So you have
You talked about maybe an account.
The Premier as well never gets off. Yeah. Never. The Premier is loved a lot.
I know. At what point do you think a person needs to have a car? At what point in life?
I think if you have any sort of income coming in, right? And you don't live too far, in my opinion, then you should own a car, Because unless you're telling me that you live in Kayunga and you have to come to Kampala every day, that's different because you're spending a lot on fuel and everything. So you probably best to use a taxi, right? But also you are who lives in Kayunga, you can have your car, In the weekend you drive and see your friends, say hello. This life, we don't have to suffer. Do you get it?
For as long as you want that car, buy
the car. Because there are cars in different prices, different ranges. With whichever money, basically, you can get a car. Of course, not, I would like to say maybe 15M, 10M, 15M and upwards. You can get like a decent car. Yeah.
Then the maintenance, owning a car comes with maintenance. Do you help your clients with, maintaining these cars? Maybe, like they get some technical issue. Do you help them?
Stabbe, I like the questions you're asking.
Thank you.
Yeah, shout out to Stabbe.
I did my research.
I think that's a big question, and we do it. When I came into, because I was in cars. This is a different story. I was in cars before. When I was younger, we missed something. I left cars for a bit.
Okay.
Yes. I traveled out of the country for 10 years. And then...
Like between your 13 to campus age?
No, from around 20, I left Uganda. I came back to Uganda. So I don't want people to know my age, but I came back to Uganda not long ago.
So even guys hide their ages?
We hide. You don't know. We hide. No, but I came back to Uganda a couple of years ago. But the years I was away, I managed to save money. Because I knew that cars zikola, but they work when you have good capital as well. Right? Yes. And that's why I eventually decided to come back and be able to do a company the right way. And what you've asked is very important because we do it. We help you. We don't leave our clients.
Mostly women. Women have issues with cars.
We're the kind of people who, first of all, we have people that call you, checking on you. How are you doing? How is that? I like to do it myself usually, but I have a secretary as well who's usually calling you, Nicholas. He calls, he's checking up on people. And also, we remind you of your service state. Some people, mostly women, they drive cars and they don't know that you have to service. They don't know nothing. They just drive their car. But for us here, we remind you of the service. We call you and ask you, do you have any... We give you a second opinion. Let's say, we don't force you to use our mechanics. But if you have another mechanic, let's say...
You even have your own mechanics?
Yes, wow. We have our own mechanics. If you live like in Chanja or like in Nigeria and you have your own mechanic that side, and he gives you a quotation and something is dead, we would ask you first bring the car to ours as well for free. We check your car, yes, because you bought from us. We check your car again, and just to verify what the other mechanic is telling you, and give you a different quote as well. Just not to take away from him, but to make you understand that okay, it's moving well. He's not cheating me, because we've had clients say mechanics are cheating them a lot. You know, mechanic is like a carpenter. They start out well.
Even tailors.
I think we need to get a petition against tailors.
This season of Christmas.
Tailors, they hide, they what? No, but we love our tailors, definitely.
We love them.
Yes. So that's what I'm saying. We have all these kinds of services. We have the services where we really help people and we stick with you. We don't just sell to your account. We say go.
Meaning you keep their contacts.
We talk to our clients every quarterly, maybe 3 months, 2 months. We check in, and we're also there if you need anything. You call us. Oh, my car has this problem. We have sometimes people calling you and say, oh, my tires burst, I don't know how to change it. Oh, my battery, where can I get a new battery? Such a thing, yeah.
So when a person comes to your company to buy a car, how do they know that this car, mostly second hand, how do they know that this car is in a good state to be put on the road or to be used? Every
car we own has a file. So we have a file because they're used cars, there's obviously some things that we want you to change. That's why we're selling it at a specific price. We tell you this Premium is being sold 30 million, 32 million, because let's say the back tire is not so good. You'll need a new back tire. You understand? Maybe the radio is not working well. You'll need a wiring issue. This sort of, usually we don't sell with many problems, but you find that small things that you need to kind of, So, but also we allow you to bring your own mechanic. If you want a mechanic. The only problem we're having in the car business also is that sometimes the mechanic becomes a broker.
Yeah, true.
Mechanic comes na gamba kati omanyi emotoka enda njagala yakakadde. You know njagala emitwalo ame. You get what I'm trying to say? Then it becomes that he's not even about the.
So they added more money, like they put invisible issues, like ghost issues for them.
He wants to sell to you another car that maybe he gets more money on. So clients should know this. People watching this, you should have this at the back of your mind. Sometimes your mechanic, who you trust so much, is going to come and also is going to want a payday. Yeah. But we allow you to come with your mechanic and they can check the car as well. Because the cars we buy, we don't buy bad cars. If you bring me a very poor car, I'll send you where to buy it. Where to sell it, sorry. I'll be like, I can't buy this car, but you can go to Machi India. Do you understand? Sikuvuma ba Machi India, sibavuma. But Machi India, they buy even a car that is like, you know, or if your car is knocked, I tell you, go to where I say, Jebatemere motoka. You understand? I'm not going to buy a poor car. Yeah, so that's it.
Then also test driving.
We allow test driving. Yeah, you can test drive, you can go where you want to go. Of course, we'll give you someone so you don't.
For what? Oh, that was my next.
Yeah. Because if you allow Ugandan to test drive, you can find your car in Masaka, surprisingly. When so we give you someone sit within the car. You drive wherever you want to drive. If you want to go where, you know. And also, we even put fuel in for you because you know the car that we're going. Yes.
Nenga, you have too much customer care. What is your goal?
My goal is that I know Ugandans. Ugandans like soft care, soft touch. You understand? Ugandans will come to your restaurant if the girls tell them, Bambi. When you walk in the door, when a Ugandan walks in the door at a restaurant, they want to be like, hey, if his name is Simon. Oh, Simon, how are you? You know? Yeah. So Ugandans like pampering. And me, I know that. So it's what I do for them. Yeah, on top of everything we give. We also pamper. You make you feel good.
So how do you get them, the people that you work with? What do you consider while getting them? Because I know you do have a very good team. You even talked about Nicholas. So Nicholas and the likes, what do you consider?
We have Nicholas. Of course, there is one of our valuers, very, very good, trusted valuer, Blair. Of course, I have also Polly on the team. So how I get these people is, of course, longevity that we've worked with. I've known them a long time. Secondly, it's their reputation, right? That precedes them. Third, it's the prowess, the brain that they have. Because in cars, you need people who have brains that have a lot, right? And it's just that Ubuntu Bulam. I like to work with people who are very, very. Now, if Nicholas gave you a call, he's our secretary. You'd feel so good. Very, very, very well put together guy. He's very respectful. You know, he's very kind on the phone. These sort of things. And I've seen people have this. Also, we have a problem in the car industry where, unfortunately, Many of the car salesmen are unlearned, right?
By the way, talk about it.
And that comes with a downside, because when an unlearned person sometimes gets money, they just talk the way they want.
I know.
You understand?
Yeah.
But someone has come with their money.
Yeah.
Give them respect, you know?
Yeah.
Even if someone,
Lenient.
be lenient, be understanding, and that's for me, that's key. How I treat myself to my clients, how they perceive me is very, very important. Yeah.
Wow, this is very interesting. Let me hope that you're learning something. So what kaya is allowed in Uganda?
Importation 15 years. Not older than 15 years. Meaning from now, because we are in December, we are basically in 2024. In the car business, because
This is the speed.
no, because if you're importing a car, it takes maybe 6 to 8 weeks, right? So meaning, if you import it today, if you make the order today with me, yes, and 2024 minus 15, math ya nema
2024, help us. 2020. That's
9.
2000.
Yeah, stop there, eager man.
You know me. Mbulamu.
2009. So 2009 is what is allowed. So if you're 2007, 2008 can't come into Uganda anymore. And 2009, 10, you must pay taxes from Mombasa. But this is a different story, which clients can get from us, like
on a personal level. But we're going to be like just take a brief like this. The process of importing those cars in Uganda. Just katono.
The process is that we work with people in Japan. For one, I don't know how other companies do it, but I have people on ground. There's Joseph and there's Peter in Japan. Sorry, Jonah, not Joseph. I'm so sorry. Jonah and Peter in Japan. And these are the guys who go and, if the car is not too far, they verify the condition of the vehicle, right? For me. Because me, I'm very particular. Some people just buy the cars online, and it can come and it's good, or it can come and it's not as good as they say it's good. It is, right? But
what you ordered versus what was there.
You understand? But I like to verify. So John and Peter, they can go different places to verify. So when you make an order with me, I give you different options. Usually, that's how I do it. Give you different options of cars and everything, and then you choose one. I make a breakdown for you on the exact cost of this car, right? On the exact cost, also plus the fee of the agent that is helping you do this, right? And usually there is not much wiggle room, because when we get a car in Japan, we're getting it mostly on auction or already bargained. Yeah, so usually I like to ask someone, what is your budget? And then we go from there. Then we make an order for you, and then the car is then inspected. But now inspection is being done in Uganda as well for most cars. So when the car is inspected, then it's put on it's given a vessel, allocated a vessel. Then a vessel is the ship that is bringing it. Then it is put on it's a process actually. It takes like maybe a few weeks, maybe days if it's quick. Then it goes onto the vessel, and then from there, the vessel takes a route, either to ports like Mombasa or in wherever, you know. But usually we use Mombasa, and then the car is then driven to Uganda by our very well trained, very good drivers.
Okay, so it brings me to my next point before we end the show. Are we soon seeing you also joining the clearance sector? Nobody full package. Consultancy, selling it, then
we do that actually, but it's on another arm. Yeah, we have a team of people who are not part of the company, but they sit with us. And they have they do clearance for us.
Like a partnership.
Yes, thank you so much. You know, I went
to Chivuli SS, Gombe SS, Namiriango.
Shout out to those schools. So we do all, but with the car business, we're not trying to do. What we're trying to do is to make Ugandans happy, build our business, and eventually, in maybe 2 years, maybe a year or two, who knows, move into another city. Like I want to do what I'm doing in Jinja, for instance.
So that is your vision.
That's the vision. That's
Vision 2026, moving to other cities.
Yes.
And even outside Uganda.
Watch together.
Kenya, Tanzania.
Exactly.
Your last words to them.
My last words are, please visit us. Our office is at plot 37 Lumumba Avenue, right opposite St. Catherine Hospital. We do a good job. We are legit. We don't steal any money. Come here. I have other counterparts that I work with. I have, of course, SF Motors. I have Reed Motors. We have other people that also deal in bigger cars if you want to. We have Senkuba Motors. You know, we have all kinds of other guys. We also have Dallas Motors. So please visit us, Agri Motors. Those are guys that all work with us in the same bond. We have offices. Come to us. If you don't, my number, the number, not my number. But
he's married, by the way.
I'm married. Shout out to my wife as well. Yeah. But we have
a business number.
Yes, please. I'll say it slowly. It's 0789 137 379. That's 0789 137 379. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you guys for watching the show. I have enjoyed and I have learned. So if you want to buy a car, consequently this episode has done nothing but good to you. So until next time, I am Stabe Narase from my producer, Sharon's Media, executive producer, Mr. Tumukunde Ivan. We love you so much. Auchucha, chawadios.